Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Grohk today, Damage Grohk to be specific. This is something that I feel like I covered really recently, but actually checked the channel, it's been about half a year, which is really strange because I feel like I did this a couple of weeks ago. As far as I can remember, I haven't even tried to record this, I just genuinely haven't played it, I think, since like March, which is really weird because we're in September now. I feel like that entire time has been a bit of a blur, which is maybe why it feels like it's not been that long, but yeah, we're doing Damage Grohk. It's very straightforward. The setup has changed a little bit, but it's still mostly the same. The damage build for Grohk is pretty standardized. You see the same thing all of the time, which I guess means that this is a meta video. I don't usually like doing videos on like meta builds, but there really is only one really good way to play Damage Grohk as far as I know, whereas with the healing side of things you have a few variants and people play them a little bit differently, but with damage pretty much everybody goes for the same thing. You basically have a heal on your shock pulse, you have extra range on the shock pulse, ammo gen on the shock pulse, then these two cards sometimes change depending on who's playing it. I have extra health and a bit of extra ammo. Some people like to use the extra speed. I used to, but for the amount of points you need to put into it to really notice it, I don't think it's worth. It's only 6% of level after all. For the talent, we'll obviously be going for Maelstrom. It's not really Damage Grohk if you don't grab this, just because of how strong it is. It reduces the cooldown of your right click with your left click and also makes it chain more, so it's overall just a kind of crazy strong talent when you compare it to the other two for damage things at least. Right, well for game one, we've got Onslaught, Marauder support, we've got a Willow, we've got a Koga, a Grover, and a Zin, and we're up against an Andro, a Makoa, a Fury, a Tiberius, and a Lian. So we don't have a tank, but we do have a double support, which is good because we're obviously going for damage here. Of course, we'll go ahead and grab the setup. I started off with Hi-rez and Nimble. We've got Blood Reaper, Scorn, Smolder, and Deep Roots, so a little bit different. Then for their side, Cherish, Predatory Instincts, Curse, Revolver, Alacrity, and Plug. So their stuff is a little bit more standard. We have a bit of a different selection. Throw another right click onto the Koa. It's bouncing a ton. He's actually falling off the map. Okay, tried to bounce off the Fury, but Liam was too far away. I don't think she's playing. There's a bounce onto the Fury, but that didn't chain either. It is my first game today, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty. I only woke up like an hour ago. There goes the Andro. We'll throw the Q down here, bounce it off of the Tiberius. We'll get another bounce. Fury and Liam are both still just here. Can we jump over and get rid of the Fury? I'm expecting her to beam me. I guess I can go ahead and pop the ult to avoid the CC and maybe get rid of both of them. We got rid of the Fury. Let's see if we can get rid of the Lian too. I guess she's gone. She's definitely here now though. She's not a bot like she was right at the start, I'm pretty sure. Throw a little totem there in the middle. There goes the Tiberius. We'll blast the Andro a little bit here from behind. Nice. Hello, Makoa. I guess we can blast you, but even using my right click here like I probably should be. There is my F. I'm totally dead. There's no way I'm surviving. There's a right click before I go. I threw another Q down. There's a pretty big bounce. There's another one. As long as we're hitting our left click, we have pretty much no cooldown on our right click, which is why the setup is so goddamn strong with Maelstrom. Right click onto the Makoa. That's the second time he's fallen off of the map trying to hook people off, which is kind of funny. I'm going to push in here with the ult onto the Lian. She's gone, so we'll get rid of the Tiberius. The damage on Grohk, even if you're not going for damage, is pretty good, but you add on top of that the Maelstrom and it's just kind of crazy. Hello Andro, he's just there on no health. Well done Grover. There's a right click for the Makoa. We'll throw some more out. Just going to try and do that as much as I can. He's pushing in here with the ult. I'm going to throw the Q down. I'm not going to survive there. I'm definitely gone. I need to maybe push up a little bit less. Maybe I should be playing with the team more, but we did get completely wiped there. Don't know why I decided to go for Nimble. I don't know if it's even making that big of a difference. We just got a ton of damage on the Makoa. He is actually nearly gone. I throw a right click. There we go. Dip behind. Throw another one. I don't think that's going to change because they're a little bit out of range. We'll throw one more in there and that might kill him. No, there's another one. Okay, well, never mind. Koga got rid of the Tiberius. Can we heal him through the floor? I don't think we can. I think it's a little bit too wide. We'll throw a right click there at the back for the Lian. Nobody to chain it off of though. Hello Andro. There's a bunch of shots for him into my F and he is gone. Pop the F. I'm on 60 health here. I'm probably dead. We're in the range from the Grover. I'm going to drop my Q down, or that doesn't heal for all that much. Hello Koa. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult to stop you from killing me. You fell off the map again. I think that's like the third time now, but that was a pretty clutch ult play. We are still alive. Bit of a waste, but I saved myself at least. Hello Andro. There's a bunch of damage onto him. We'll throw a Q down. I don't think he's going to be able to win this fight. He's going for the ultimate, which is a bit of a strange play. I might be dead, but maybe not. He's a little bit far away. Gives us a chance to heal up. Fury is there too, which is kind of a good thing for me because it means I can chain my right click. She is pushing in. Interestingly, there's a right click that didn't chain. See if we can finish her off. Okay, I guess Makoa is there. I'm pretty much 1v5. He's not even finishing me. I guess he just wanted to see me die slowly. I don't know. Could go for the ult here. He's popping his. I feel like I should just let myself die, but I guess we survived because of the heal. I'll go ahead and pop it now. Maybe. I'm probably still going to die here because they have a bunch of anti-heals. Still doing a pretty decent job of holding the point. There's a right click for them. The amount of Hi-rez they have is definitely kind of screwing me, but we're 80 points ahead. I don't really see them being able to pull it back. There's another right click. There goes the Lian. I missed the right click, but that is fine. We might be able to push up and get rid of her here before she gets into spawn. I guess she's not going to try. She's going to try and fight me instead. That is the end of the match. I think Makoa fell off the map there again. It's not like the 5th time or something, but there is the victory. Well deserved, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised that went so well, but I feel like I did a pretty good job. Shoutouts to Camille Rabu. I have no idea how else I'd really read that name, and also player Gucci. That was the Fury and also the enemy Andro. Overall, I'd say that was a pretty solid game. We'll go through the stats top to bottom. Willow struggled a little bit. The Grover did okay. He did play the objective a ton. The Koga didn't do all that well. Zin did alright, although again, not that crazy. We have way more damage than everybody in that game, other than the Andro, who was kind of close. We doubled pretty much everybody. Didn't feel like I was doing all that well, but I guess I did my job as a damage there for their side. Fury did pretty good on the heals. The the Leon and the Tiberius didn't do all that well. The Andrew did pretty good, 19,859k, he definitely did the best. The Makoa also did decent, but he fell off the map like 5 times, which I don't really get, but other than that, he did decent. I feel like for me, Grohk is one of those characters I never really feel like I'm doing a great job with, and I see the stats and I always have way more damage than I'm expecting, and I actually made an entire video about that, I think a few months ago, which was probably the last time I covered Damage Grohk, and I kind of gave him the crown of like the king of free damage alongside like Dredge and I think a different character, but he just does such a great job of outputting a ton of damage without really having to put too much effort in. But for game 2, we got Siege Fish Market. I did just go ahead and let the team know that I'm going for damage, which is something you probably should do if you go ahead and grab a Grohk, even though I think most people kind of expect Grohks to go for damages now. You should still, I guess, let your team know unless you're playing a super casual game. But for the teams, we've got a Makoa, we've got a Ying, we've got an Andrew and a Victor, and we're up against another Makoa, a Canessa, a Ceres, a Grover, and a Leon. We'll go ahead and grab our Maelstrom, and then the setup will start off again with Cauterize, and I guess Nimble. It kind of worked last time. Definitely a couple people here I think I played with before. We got Cardio, Curse Revolver, Life Exchange, Half Shell, Pluck, Eagle Eye, Soul Collector, Rumble Blooming, and Eminence. I feel like I should go over loadouts whenever we play Siege, and I always forget to do this. Is there anything abnormal here? All looks pretty standard to me, but maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. I'm going to go ahead and run left, see if we can get a lucky bounce straight off the bat. Nice, we'll throw another one. There is the Q. I don't know if I can hold both these guys off on my own, or all 3 of them, but I'm kind of doing a decent job. The shield is up, which kind of denies me a little bit, but there we go. We got rid of 2 of them. I also landed the bounce on the Leanne, but 2 of them are down. We're still up. Seems like Canessa's all the way back there. Took me bloody ages to realize. I don't know if she moved there recently, if she was there the entire time, but she didn't hit me, I think, other than once, which is really weird because I was stood out in the open for absolutely ages and she just didn't really do anything. That was really, really strange. I thought I was getting hit from behind, but I thought it was just the Leanne for a minute. What was going on there? I couldn't fire. I think I was reloading or something. I just need to avoid that Canessa. I didn't even know she was there though for ages, which means she clearly isn't doing too good of a job. Not really anything I can do to get rid of her because I actually can't hit her at this range. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm dead to the Canessa. What do we even have to deal with that? Nothing. Victor can kind of hit her and Andrew's going to have to get really close, so I guess she's going to have a bit of a free reign this game, which is going to kind of suck. Going to go ahead and pop the ult and push up here because I think we can win this team fight. I did manage to get the Grove all out. I'm just going to blast this Makoa, just burn him as much as I can. There we go. He's actually gone. He dropped a spray there at the end. I used my entire mag on him. Team got rid of the Ceres as well. There's a right click for the Nessa. Thank you, Makoa, for the shield. That's actually kind of perfect. There is pretty much nothing me and him can do against her. Victor went for the ult, which I guess will make her hide. There's a Q for the Makoa to heal him up a little bit. I'll try and body block. She's going for the ult. Thank you, Ying, for the heals. That is Ying going for the ult. Obviously, what that Canessa is doing is a bit cheesy, but I can't be mad at her even slightly because the map completely allows that. The map is specifically designed so you can sit over there, so it's perfectly fine. Just kind of annoying because we have a team comp that can't do anything against it. There goes the Grove. We're going to pop the F just so I get a bit of a speed boost and I can push up against the Leanne. Nice. Ceres went for the ult, got rid of the Makoa. I popped mine just to keep the team alive and we got the push. I easily could have not used mine. I don't really know why I did. I thought more of them were going to run in, but doesn't matter. We got the 2-0. I guess the best thing we can do against that Canessa is just be aware that she's there. Luckily, most of the team seems to be kind of counterplaying her by using angles and their abilities and stuff. Victor uses all a little bit earlier on. I'm going to push up here left again. Got a bounce. There is my F. I nearly died. My reaction time there was absolute trash. Bunch of damage for the Ceres. There's a right click as well. There is another one. Never mind. I'm dead just before I could get it off. Props to the Andro because he actually did get rid of the Nessa there before she ran on left. Victor got rid of the Ceres. I'm the only person on my side that died, which is, you know, completely my own fault. We'll throw a Q there towards the middle. What a hook from the Makoa there. Well done. We'll throw a right click up there for the bounce. Got rid of the Makoa as well. Hello, Ness. I'm going to stop you from going over there again as best as I can. I saw her wiggle left a little bit earlier on. There's Makoa going for the ult. I popped my F. There is a Q. There's a right click for the Koa. There is another one. I guess I should just spam this as best as I can. My right click and my left click are just going full force. There we go. He is gone. We threw a right click at the back as well. There's a Q. I'm just going to try and play the angle to avoid Canessa because I think she could still see me a little bit. There's Victor and Ceres going for the ult. We pretty much wiped them there other than the Ceres and the Leanne who are both still up, but I don't see them jumping on it, so that is going to be the 4-0. Nice. I feel like I had a very passive role in that game because I was in a bit of a tough situation where I couldn't really do very much in a lot of the team fights, but we still pulled through with a 4-0, mostly thanks to the team. Shoutouts to Grabriuk's vid, that is the enemy Leanne there. We did pretty good. 3-2, 55k, 13k. I'll take that. Second highest damage, not bad. Props to the Andro. He was the guy who beat us out there. He was doing a really good job there in game and he was countering the Canessa quite a bit. Ying also did a great job, 70k heals. The Victor did pretty decent. The Makoa also did well. Overall, solid team. For their side, Leanne and Canessa both did decent. 4-4-2. They had around 50k. They both did a pretty solid job. The Makoa did struggle quite a bit. The Grove did okay on heals. The Ceres did okay on damage. I don't think they were too far behind. I think that could have easily gone in their favor, but we just managed to get kind of lucky during the team fights and we did have some pretty good synergy. But yeah, there we go. That was Damage Grohk. I could do another game, but I feel like this is actually a pretty good spot to leave it off. Wouldn't say I played particularly well, and it's a bit of a crappy excuse to say that I'm tired, but I did get up like an hour ago. The setup worked well. I feel like this is just the epitome of a setup that you don't have to put too much effort in to do a decent job with, which is exactly what we did today in the video. But I hope you have enjoyed it nonetheless. I know it might be a little bit shorter than usual. Maybe tomorrow we'll make up for it by doing an extra long video, like half an hour or something. We'll see, because I know some of you guys like the longer ones. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frost there.